just watched the Grease live done on Fox, and oh my god, was it amazing. Just the whole live experience was just amazing. I've got my top 5 favourite scenes, and also just a shout out to the total cast, like individually. The sound, the live vocals, the camera. Julianne Hough plays Sandy Young, who was also in Rock of Ages, and she was also in Burlesque. Wow, the vocal, she just looked like the perfect Sandra Dee.
Tell me about it, stud.
There's not going to be a lot of adjectives apart from like amazing and wow and oh my god in this, but yeah, the vocals were brilliant. She nailed everything. The dresses and the whole outfits that she wore were just, they just set the scene perfectly. Aaron Tveit was in Les Mis in the film. Wow, he played an awesome Danny Zuko, like to the T, pun intended. Vanessa Hudgens, wow, she pulled off an amazing performance to say her dad had died just hours before. She separated herself right into the character, and I'm loving the short wig on Vanessa Hudgens for Rizzo. I just thought it was brilliant. She played it so well, and her figure as well. She just seemed to fit perfectly into the outfits and just like form herself into Rizzo, the character. Carly Rae Jepsen, obviously as Frenchie, with the lovely coloured hair. I didn't see her all that much, to be fair. I think she was one of the main people that posted about things on like her Facebook and Instagram that I saw. I don't know whether the others did or not. Like I noticed all the other characters more this time round than I did in the film when I watched it. The whole scene changed. The whole like bar, restaurant turned into this like daydreaming little heaven thing. So that was good. Mario Lopez obviously is Vince Fontaine. Mario does the, is it dance? So You Think You Can Dance or Dance? It's one of the like talent shows in America. I can't remember the name, but I've seen it a couple of times. He was great as Vince Fontaine. The whole little fast speech that the character does whilst he's on the bandstand was just, it was like just rocking it out. I loved it. Didi Conn, I think I've pronounced that right. Didi Conn as Vi. Vi in the film is the waitress in the cafe, but Didi actually played Frenchie in the film, which I knew straight away from her face, like she's not changed at all. But wow, I just saw it and I was like, that is a lovely touch. And also Barry Pearl was Mr. Weaver, the guy that like tells everybody that the bandstand's about to start, and he goes around with a clipboard and it's like 5 minutes till show and stuff like that. He was one of the backup T-Birds. I think it was Dode or Dode. Let's have a look how you pronounce it. Yeah, Dude. He was Dude. So I thought that was really good that they incorporated old characters in this Grease live. I don't even think it's for an anniversary because I looked at both of the dates for the film and for the original musical. I don't think they match up. Jessie J opened the show with Grease is the Word. Wow. It was just, she just, like how she strutted in and there was all the audience and the vocals were just brilliant. If you guys get a chance to see this, go watch it, because if you're a Grease fan like me, then this is just, I always seem a little bit iffy when people redo things that I really love, but this was just, it was like a new generation of Grease, and that's what I hope will do with this. Obviously they must think the same, is to achieve a whole new generation of Grease fans. Boys to Men! They were the teen angels in the Beauty School Dropout song. I can't remember the original singer, but it's not in the film, it's just one guy, where Frenchie's in the calf and she's daydreaming away. Well, Boys to Men were the three angels. Oh, they're just, that whole scene was cool. Their little dance moves and stuff, it was just, well cool. And then the last two people on my list is Joe Jonas. He's got a new band called, is it Dance or DNCE? And they were Johnny Casino and the Gamblers. The other people that played, I really should give them a shout out, but there's just a huge list. I'll probably put them here somewhere. did a fantastic job. Like, the vocals were on point. There was no, everyone knew where they needed to be and what lines were in, and I don't know whether they had mics on or like earpieces to hear the sound, backing sound, like the backing tracks, or the microphones were on the cameras, but they just did a fantastic job. Like, it was like everything you want to see as a live performance, but obviously there was that added pressure that people were going to watch it on the TV, but they pulled it off, and you could see in their faces when they finished that they'd done such a brilliant job. So yeah, that was my roundup of the cast. Now on to my top 5 favourite moments of Grease Live. Right, so first off was the opening. Oh my god, Jessie J singing Grease is the Word, just like, whoa, straight in with a little leather jacket and going through the crowds. I think it was raining, so they had all these umbrellas out, which was a little bit of a damper, but apart from that, just the whole opening and seeing everything, how it was, like, how it had been built for this live performance was just mind-blowing. I love the jive. Just the whole, want to hand jive, baby. The whole, like, the camera angles and how the camera crew didn't get, like, kicked or barged into or smacked, or like, they got right into the action, whereas normally you'd just normally have a crane with a camera on, or just a wide shot of everybody dancing. But these camera crew, they had their own choreography. That's how brilliantly placed this whole thing was. They moved around with the dancers, got close-ups, and the shots were brilliant. And the jive, Joe Jonas and the NCE, they were fantastic as the bandstand. The car scene. This, if you get to watch the car scene where they're driving on the road, yeah, the cars don't move at all. Like, the old-fashioned cars are brilliantly painted up to look like the cars from the film, but they don't move. But the lighting and the camera shaking and just, wow, the whole sequence. I really need to stop moving my hands, they seem to be all over the place. I just can't stop jiving, it's so good. It's just the lighting and the cameras, wow. It was like, you could obviously tell that they weren't going to speed around wherever they were set, but it really did look like they were driving. Like, when you see films that have been done badly and they had the resources to maybe drive around, and then you watch this where they weren't driving, but the special effects was so good and so up there with the game that, oh, it was just brilliant. Of course, Vanessa Hudgens, there are worse things I could do with a little black outfit, and she really sunk into that character's emotion, and I can't even begin to imagine what was going through her mind, just having lost her dad a couple of hours before. But that, I'm not going to say too much about it because it was just perfection. There is nothing more else that I can add to it. Was the finale, of course. The ensemble and the crew, the cast, the audience, the music, it's just, it rounds it up, and you could see on everybody's faces how happy they were and how enthusiastic throughout the whole performance. It actually, like, brought a tear to my eye how amazing this whole thing had turned out to be. It was over 2 hours. Seriously guys, if you get to watch this Grease Live and you're like a musical fan, West End, Broadway, even just a Grease fan in general, it was just such a dedication to what, like, just Grease is, and I would seriously give it a massive thumbs up, like 5 stars. I needed to record my reaction, otherwise it'll have just been wasted. So that's my reaction to Grease Live. To subscribe for any other things I can react to, or just video ideas in general. Go watch Grease Live if you felt. I'll see you in the next one.